Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Oh, you are cool, thank you. Hello, Christ Pratt. Thanks for coming back. I hope you're having a good time. 15-minute breaks are cool. I'm new in town. I don't believe you. I'm alright, how about you? I'm doing pretty good. Having a chill day. Good luck with your stream. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to this. So, today, we're just gonna be working on more commissions. I've got stuff to do before I can draw anything else I want to draw. You know how it be. So that's what we're gonna be up to. Other than that, just hanging out. Thank you, Stream Elements. We love Stream Elements. Stream Elements, oh, you put your own sounds, okay. Oh my god. Wow. Thank you for that. I'm afraid of that. How much do your commissions cost? It depends. It depends what kind of thing you're looking for. Stream Elements MVP honk. Hello, Binko. Yeah, so right now I'm doing these commissions for, they're like a series of images for like a D&D style book game thing. For someone. So the like pricing for this is a little bit weirder than normal. I've done some, I used to, I don't know, some fun facts. I used to tattoo, so, oh my god, the sound clips. I turned off that it shows me like before they play, so now they can actually jump scare me and stuff, so that's a fun new feature. Yeah, I used to tattoo, so I would do like tattoo, I still do like some tattoo flash commissions, and those are like less expensive. I don't have them open right now because I'm working on this, but if you follow my Instagram, I will keep you updated on once I'm finished this and opening some more commissions. I was thinking about hiring an artist to make a drawing in my D&D group actually. Well, hell yeah, I'm already pretty much doing exactly that. I saw it and I couldn't resist. Oh,
Hey
sit
guys,
up.
what's going on?
Oh my god. It's so scary now. Sit up straight, coward. Alright, I've adjusted my sitting. I think we should get into it. So yeah, I've started this line art. Pretty much just need to finish it. Make the details and then color. And that's the current plan. So how are you guys today? Have any of you done anything fun so far? I have not done much. Theoretically, how much would one drawing with 7 characters in it cost? Okay, how complicated would you want the characters to be? So these, hold on, I'll show you some other ones. Well, look, so I have like, for this, I've drawn them like this, in this much detail, and I'm pretty sure, oh god, do I even remember? I wrote it all up in a document because we were doing like multiple. It depends how complicated the like pose is, if there's a background, if there's characters, but like something like this is like can be between like $70 to $100, I think. But it like changes when they're all together because it's like I don't even know. I'm bad at picking prices. I have a very poor scope for how much things should cost after doing tattooing because it's very expensive. Tattooing is very expensive and you can charge people a lot of money for drawings. So, really just depends on whatever I feel like the vibes are and how long it's gonna take me. Usually I just like work something up for how long I think it's gonna take me and then I like give a range. Yeah, so mystery. If it was like super detailed characters, takes way longer, but if it's like this is like 4 characters, but it's taking me like the same amount of time as it did to do one of those characters, so you know, not very helpful. But yeah. And if it was stick figures, damn. You know, I think that's high quality art. Yeah, that might even be more expensive. Like, nothing less than $1 million. Like, geez. Theoretically, how much for a crisp high five tomorrow? Dang. I love giving crisp high fives. What are we... Oh, we are doing something tomorrow. You can have a crisp high five for free, Bingo Bonko. Fun fact, I love to give high fives. I just like my default greeting for people was like high five, and then coronavirus was like stop high fiving people, and I was like, no. My thing I do. I could redeem a type racer duel to start the stream lol. You could do that if you wanted to. No one's done it yet, but it has been teased. I've been thinking about it. Chaos. A little bit of chaos, yeah. So, fun fact, for the type racer duel, everyone gets to be involved. I'm just gonna send like the link in the chat if other people want to join the fight to join the battle. So it's a community event. Community typing. But yeah. I really want to... Hello, a stream I could catch. Yes, hello, Elsie. How's it going? Yeah, I'm not streaming in the night. Elsie. Hello, Butter. Hello. Listen, sometimes you start a stream, send 100 bits on audio, and start a duel. I mean, sometimes that's just how it be. You gotta cause a little bit of chaos. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having fun. We're just having a chill time. We're working on this drawing today. Hopefully we can get it done because I would love to be done this project. Oh my god. It's so scary now that it doesn't tell me. Just testing. You still don't got the fire mode. Oh, thank you so much for the sub. What the heck? Oh my god. Elsie, thank you. The fire emote. I don't have enough emote slots yet for it. It's available on BTTV, so you can use it in the chat. Pog emotes, hell yeah! You can use them. Yeah, so yeah, all the emotes are always available on BTTV. I'll add the fire one. Oh, is there only 4 emote slots? Right now I have 2 tier 1 emote slots, then 1 tier 2 and 1 tier 3. You unlock them, like, if you get more sub points. I think you need 25 to get the 4th, emote slot. So, or 5th? I don't know. Fire one. Yeah! BTTV vibes. So, eventually we'll have the fire one. If I get enough clout. Caledon is too powerful. Yeah, oh my. You have like the highest. Oh, I also need to work on sub badges. Okay, here's a question. So I don't really have a theme. I guess I have this frog. But what kind of thing, like image, would you guys want for sub badges? Like, we could do a little frog. Or like a bowl of soup. Maybe? My issue is that soup is pretty hard to draw. What's the resolution for emotes? There's like 3 versions of it, so it's 112 pixels, and then it just like scales down. I think the smallest one is like 28. Different big themed images. Bowl of soup in different colors could work. Oh yeah, that's a cute idea. Strawberry, the earring on your PNG is cute. Oh, that's cute too. I love that. Bog. Yeah, that's cute, Okay, I need to focus. The point of today is to hopefully get this one finished. But yeah, let me know if the music is, I might think that might be a little bit too loud. Minecraft dirt block. Oh, that's a good idea too. You're so good at coming up with ideas. I'm so awful at coming up with my own ideas. I like can draw things if someone else comes up with the idea for me. I feel like, okay, so this is my other question. If any of you draw, and if you've ever drawn for other people, do you prefer for them to be like, you decide, you take it, I'll use your artistic creativity? Or do you prefer for them to know exactly what they want? Because I really struggle to like interpret people's ideas If they're like, you can do it, I'm like, just tell me exactly what you want and I'll do it for you. I really liked working with the person who I'm making these for because he like knows exactly what he wants. He's like, here's a mood board, here's this, here's what I want, and I'm like, God bless. You've saved my life. Good sir. I tried to, oh my god. What the heck? 3 months of tier 1 sub. Kaladin. What on earth? Wealth beyond measure awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Oh shit, oh fuck. You're flexing your massive wealth. Oh my god, oh my god. You're gonna single-handedly get to the 5th emote slot. Pog, I'm the foolhardy. Hell yeah. Oh my god. I also want to make a Pog emote, but I'm not really sure how to do that. The Pog face is kind of hard to draw. Not gonna lie. I think, okay. I think I need to adjust how I'm sitting. I'm trying to draw with this flat on the table, but it's kind of difficult for me. I always just draw with things in my lap. Which is how you're not supposed to do it. Hell yeah, you got the emotes now. So, if it was 7 characters together with basic poses and no over-the-board detail. Okay, so, if they were like, yeah, I mean, 7 is quite a few. Probably it would be like per character, like, I don't know, maybe like $50 per character. Probably. Or less altogether. It depends, it depends. If they're like, okay, if they're positioned like this together, then it would be less because it's easier to draw them like this. If they were like all individually standing full characters, it would be more because then I'm drawing like 7 characters. You know? It's a bit, I'm not good at deciding prices. Everything gets very skewed. Okay. I get it. Yeah. In your Discord, you should have a commissions tag. Oh, true. I should do that, actually. I'm a pro undercharger. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. It's so difficult pricing commissions, and it's very difficult pricing commissions after working as a tattoo artist because all of the prices are, like, not the same at all. Like, I don't know. Tattooing is so expensive. You can charge so much. So like charging the tattoo prices is like not at all like the same. And I just got used to charging tattoo prices where you can be like, it took me 20 minutes to draw this. That will be $100, please. And I'm like, oop. But yeah, I feel like I undercharge, but I also feel like I overcharge now. I'm just like lost in the sauce. I've never done commissions. Doing art for other people is too hard. Yeah, I agree. It's stressful to me. A little bit. Unless people, if they know like what they want, then it's fine. It's most stressful to me when people don't know what they want. I started like speaking to one lady about doing a mural. And she had no idea what she wanted and it was so rough. I was like, I don't know anything what to do. Hello, Soup. Did hydrate. I haven't hydrated. Hello, Angmar. How's it going? I want to be a Renaissance artist. Do what I want, then die. After that, people can buy my art and pretend I was famous. Hell yeah. A mural. That's so cool. Yeah, we didn't end up doing it though because I genuinely could not figure out what she wanted. I was like, I had to say no. I was like, I'm so sorry. I have no idea what you want from me. Yeah, I've done a couple murals. One of them was on my friend's garage. And then they got new garage doors and they just gave their like painted garage doors to some random guy on a farm. So someone has them somewhere now, and that's pretty wild. Any photos? Oh man, I have somewhere. I could maybe find one. Should I find it? That might be too much work because I don't know how to use my computer. Get sipping! Hydrate or dihydrate! Oh god! I'll post a picture of the murals in the Discord later, if you want to see. They're like somewhere loose on my phone. From a while ago. But yeah, if you want to check them out later, I'll post them once I'm done. They're these like cool, they're quite similar to like the style that I tattooed in. They're like these little creatures. It was fun, it was fun. Okay, we're making slow progress on these pants, so I'm going to ignore them. I think, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna do this on a new layer because I'm doubting my abilities to do this good. Just gonna start adding stuff. Yeah. The first mural I ever painted was at a trampoline park where I worked. And I was like, hey, my boss, I'll paint a mural for you if you want for like minimum wage. And he was like, okay, I guess so. And he just let me do it. I just painted on the wall. So that's wild. Just be like, I'll do this for you for no money if you want. And someone will let you. Okay, I guess so. Yeah. So, life hack. At your minimum wage job, just be like, you want a mural? And maybe they'll say yes. That doesn't really... No physics. Fuck yeah, I'll exploit your labor. Sure, exactly. He was like, oh, hell yeah. Full mural for minimum wage? Not gonna turn that down. And I was like, yeah, I don't care. I get to paint on the walls. Yeah, it was fun though. The interesting thing about that was, I was like, okay, so I was like not dressed in my like uniform for it. I'm like clearly painting the wall. So many people came up to me and were like, hey, can you like sign me in? Can we go in? And I was like, I'm so clearly not working right now. Trampoline park sounds interesting. Boy, it is interesting. Disgusting? Maybe a little bit. Soup, why is knife a tier 2 one? I can't unlock it. It's because I only have, those are the slots that are open. If you have BTTV, you can use it though. For free. So that's a little life hack. Knife. Oh, Captain Calden flexing. Yeah, working at a trampoline park, is interesting. I worked there for a very long time, like, many years. Here's a little word of advice. If anyone ever offers you double the pay to clean out a foam pit, say no. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. There's no way it'll ever be worth it. If someone ever wants you to clean out a foam pit, just like say no and leave. It's just soup for the beginning of the BTTV ones. I think. I'll send it. With the BTTV so you can see. Yeah, it's soup knife. Yeah. Knife time. I guess I should make them the same. That probably would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. I've experienced many things working at a trampoline park. I used to be so afraid that someone would try to like... I worked there. You should add the emote showcase extension. I don't know what that is. What is it? And if it's cool, I will definitely add it. I just forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, I would love for everyone to be able to use all the emotes. Trampoline parks are pretty disgusting, at least here in America. Oh, it was absolutely awful. Nastiest place probably ever. It shows all your BTTV V emotes in the panels. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I will add that. Yeah, nasty. One of my I don't even know. So many gross things. I've cleaned up so much human fluids at that trampoline park. All of them, I think. Pretty much. Not a single one that has not been cleaned by me in that trampoline park. Don't go to trampoline parks, they're gross. Human fluids. Like every single one. One of my worst times ever, I had like a fever. Just like feeling awful. We have this like play structure, like a large play structure. I'm not sure, because you guys are from other places, but I don't know if you have just like a big like indoor playground. We had one of those, except it was definitely not built to code because it was built by a bunch of teenagers, because if you order them from Canada or the States, the team that like makes the product has to come build it for you, because that's how the rules work, but we did not follow that. Yeah, so we had this big play structure that was not up to code, so lots of the like entrances to the like things were too small, and one day someone had like kids had dragged these like foam building blocks up to the very top of the play structure through these spaces where they did not easily fit, and someone pissed all over everything at the top, and then I had to go clean it out, drag them all down, full fever. And it was one of the worst experiences I think I've had. And then someone gave me a $5 gift card for my hardships. I came back from eating borscht and this is what we're discussing. Human liquids. Yeah, it's not great. So I feel like it made me immune to all things gross. Someone is like, oh, watch out, because I'm in the vet tech program, so we deal with animals. They're like, you're gonna have to clean up, like, dog poop. And I'm like, dog poop is infinitely a million times better than cleaning up human poop out of small, sweaty structures. So yeah, you know, it's way better to clean up animal fluids. They don't know, they're just living their life. Humans do know. Why did they piss at the top of the play structure? Unsure. Wish they wouldn't have. I did have to clean it. There's like definitely the number of times kids have just like pulled their pants down, just like middle of the park. Carpet also, why do we have carpet? Unsure. Bad choice. Carpet just like pooped. Like, what do you do? I'm never complaining about my jobs again. I just had some gross job experiences. How about new topic? My freshly laundered dress shirt. Oh hell yeah. You don't want to talk about the gross secrets of a trampoline park? Okay, I've changed my mind. We're putting these all back together. Nope. Fair enough, fair enough. Tell us about your freshly laundered dress shirt. Is it, what is it cool? That's too thick. Too thick. It's dark blue plaid. Free of children's piss? I sure hope so. Yes, freshly laundered. That's good to hear. That's like most optimal to hear, actually. I need to do my laundry today. You've reminded me. You stole it? I hope not. Maybe. I mean, it is Pride Month, so that means we can be gay and do crime. What am I doing? For some reason, as soon as I draw on stream, I just like get nothing done. The process becomes a million times slower. That's alright though. It's fun to draw on stream. Kiss girls and do arson. Yes. Exactly. That's the plan for June. I usually wear this or my other dress shirt over another shirt. What color, for those who hate freedom and apple pie, is it? Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Lesbian pride. Hell yeah. The only kissing I support is Mario and Sonic. Okay, I guess so. The shirt. What color is the shirt? Vermilion shirt. He said it was blue, I think. Both my dress shirts are blue, but one is light blue plaid with red. Those sound like pretty good shirts. All of my clothes are wild. Does elbow patches? Hell yeah. I've always wanted a shirt with elbow patches. I think I had one once, maybe. Oh lol, didn't see that message. Angmar likes color because they were brainwashed by Mr. Webster. Yeah. That's such a weird fact. I hate that so my sister was talking about this the other day. Like, if you were just like the first one to do something, you could just do whatever you want. If you like make the first dictionary, you could just like fuck with all the words. If you wanted to. As she was talking about like how you can just name like places. Like you could just like put a sign somewhere if you were the first one and be like, I'm naming this place. That's wild. I said maybe we should just start putting signs down and trying to rename places. See if it catches on. But we decided that probably wasn't a good idea. But like really, there's not much stopping you from just like putting a sign down in some grass. Oh my god! That one was so scary! I do like jazz. We also saw a snake the other day. Yesterday, actually. It was just a little one, but it was exciting because you don't see many snakes here. You guys have snakes where you're from? It was just like a little garter snake. And I saw it and I was like, I should catch this, but I don't know how to catch a snake, nor have I ever. Are snakes rare in Canada? I don't think they're rare, really, but we live in a city, so you don't see many just like loose snakes. There's one in my room. Yeah, you have a big snake. Jimmy. I'm a big fan of Jimmy. But yeah, I mean, I don't think they're rare. We don't really have any, like, scary snakes, though. Webster, the guy who made the first American dictionary, changed the spelling of a lot of words because he hated the British, and that's why there's no U in color there. Like, you could just do that if you just made the first American dictionary. Like, I guess so. Nothing has stopped you. Well, fuck the British. Never saw a snake here. I mostly see rabbits. Like, oh, yeah. I've seen a couple snakes here, but like a few. One time we went for a walk and we found this like pile of baby snakes and it was so exciting. I was like, what the heck? Baby snakes. In Manitoba near the city I'm from, there's garter snake breeding grounds referred to as the snake pits. What the heck? That sounds exciting. Did you ever visit the snake pits? Oh, I like did these shorts uneven in the sketch and I don't really know what to do with them now. I think I'm just gonna turn this off. We're gonna look at it. Throw them in the snake pit. Angmar, do you have snakes where you are? Webster also tried to change tongue to tongue, but it didn't catch on. Thank God. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I absolutely hate that. I think we need another one of these belt loops. Like 4 field trips went there. 4 field trips to the snake pit. Snakes are pretty common, yeah. Sees a Russian word soup. Listen, I'm not even gonna try. I don't need to embarrass myself like that. I'm just like a sad English speaker. And sometimes I don't even know how to speak English. And that's how it be. Is that like weird? Oh, why did I draw these shorts so weird? Okay, we're not gonna have that, I guess. Sad English speaker. Yeah. Listen. If I could learn another language, I would. and I probably could do that if I had tried. I just have not. Is that like really uneven? Yes. Okay, let's change this one. I'm really hoping to color this. I thought this process would be faster. I'm just like distracted. I think. That's okay. We will get there. We will get there. This part of the drawing is also interesting because the other ones were like planned out characters. This is kind of just like a fun one for the book to like show some more like, I don't know, the characters of friends interacting. So they're like random characters, so I can really just draw them however I want. English and French are kind of similar, and French is the second language in Canada. Learn French. French is difficult. We did have to do a little bit of French in elementary school, but I don't recall barely any of it. Definitely can't speak it. Can read like some of it. Sure, friends. Yeah, French hard. I found Spanish easier. I feel like French is quite a difficult language to learn. There's like much grammar nonsense in French. Like an abundance. French lame. Sad. Yeah. I can like recognize lots of French words just because they're like written everywhere, but that's about it. Oui, oui, I can't win a war. Oh my god. I guess so. Okay. Pomme de terre. You're absolutely right. Potato moment. My high school French teacher didn't show up to half of the class and got fired at the end of the year. What? You took French in high school? I took Mandarin in high school and we did not learn anything. Our like teacher just kind of like gave up on teaching us also. Based. So we just kind of did whatever. That's gonna be me as a teacher. I took Mandarin also after my French experience. Oh wow. Did you learn anything in Mandarin? Because I definitely did not. Like, I think the most productive thing we did in that class was we had to do like a project where we read like a script. So we like filmed it and made it like a movie. And that was the most interesting thing we did, but only because we try-harded it and we're like, let's make this like a whole movie in your house. We're gonna record it and have wigs and props. I know nothing about 2 languages. Yeah, fair. I wish we would have like actually learned anything because it would be very cool, but we did not. I feel like most of my school experience has just been like try-harding things for no reason. One time she showed up 25 minutes late, covered in snow, and then taught the class the Mandarin word for blizzard and then left to get coffee. Yeah, I feel that. Like, I don't really know. We also did like paper cutting for most of our classes. She was like, go on Pinterest, find some cool like origami and do it. And we were like, okay. I guess so. I'm not gonna try to read that, but thank you for the pig Latin. Let's see. I like these like 2 lines. I always add them, and I don't know why I started doing it or where it came from, but it's pretty cool. I think this needs to be a little bit thicker of a line. I managed to learn some Spanish. I replayed a couple of games that I played before in English, but then in Spanish. Oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Does that look better? Yeah, I think so. Now these lines are like all real close together, and I don't like that. Here we go. Did anyone have any cool dreams last night? I had a dream that a bear entered my house and everyone thought I was pranking them. I was like, hey guys, there's a bear on its way in. We should like worry about that. And my family members were like, no, that's a joke. That's a prank. And then there was a bear. So that was pretty cool, fun, funky, fresh. I was in the Mandarin immersion language arts IB class due to a clerical error. So everyone else in the class were fluent speakers already, and I was up in the front learning how to pronounce accents. Oh, yikes. I dreamt that my presentation group mates did their work, and then I woke up and checked today to find basically nothing. Oh no. That's so rough. I hope that they do some stuff today. That you don't have to do all their work for them. Group projects are an interesting vibe. We have to present this Tuesday. Oh boy. I mean, it's the weekend. Some people save all their work for the weekend, and some people don't do anything. Hopefully they're gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done. We'll send you the good vibes that they'll do it. I'll come do it. What's your presentation on? I'm gonna present right now for you. Give me the information. I'm in your class now. Okay, I think that's looking better. Okay. If you were shorts, what kind of details would you have? I mean, that's probably like enough. Actually, I should just leave it be. We're talking about the Mental Health Foundation and how they can bridge cultural gaps to provide mental health services to Indigenous communities. I see. That's like a good topic that I will not just bullshit about right now. I hope that they come up with some good stuff for it then. I also don't know how to draw shoes, so we're just gonna ignore the shape of this shoe. I think shoes are one of the hardest things to draw. They're like really quite weird. I knew someone who wanted to be like a shoe designer or like design shoes. And they used to draw shoes all the time and I was so impressed. I was like, how? Tell me your ways. You're just drawing this shoe? I've never drawn a shoe that looks like a shoe in my life. Oh my god. I think that's better weighting. The bottom part of this is kind of weird. It's interesting finishing off, not finishing off, what am I saying? Like ending drawings when they're like cut off like this. I'm like, what do I do? Just like cut it off? I don't know, I DM'd one through my college's system like a day after groups were assigned and they left me hanging for 3 weeks. Yeah, I feel that. That's happened to me many times. We had one project this year where we had to like, it was like a social media project where we had like a couple weeks to design and like pitch some like social media ideas related to like veterinary stuff, and I like DM'd them all as soon as the like our like groups were announced, and I was like, so do you guys just want to like pick a schedule for when you want to do things? And no one responded to me, and then I did all the work. So sometimes that's just how it be. Not really much else to it. Big yikes, that's the worst lol. Yeah. I feel like I really invite doing all the work on projects to myself because I just like to get things done right away. And then it just turns into me doing all the work. I like hate leaving things, so I'm like, I'll just get it done right now. And then I'm like, I did everything. Still sucks to have a deadbeat group. I'm a fellow work hogger. The only group project I've done, they threw away the work I did. What? Oh my god. I feel like so bad about it sometimes. Trust no one on group projects. If I'm ever in a situation we like sit down and like no one starts talking or doing things, I will just like start. I'm like, okay guys, so this is the plan, this is what we're doing. And then I'm like, you don't have to listen to me though. Like please give your ideas. I don't need to just like command everything. But more often than not, like people are just happy to let you do all the work. So I just end up doing all the work. Yeah, I'm glad that um there were a lot less group projects from COVID, from school being online. I know many of our group projects, they were like, yeah, usually we do this as a group project, but we can't do that right now. And I was like, okay, thank God. I'm trying to cajole these two group mates into doing the work, but yeah. Hopefully they do some though. It is lame to do it all on your own. Then you're like, grr. But I always just I find I would just do the projects and just let people get away with not doing anything. I had one friend and she would email her professor with like receipts of what people did, and she was like, this is I did everything. Just so you know. And I was like, oh my god, that's I mean, I guess so, but that's so aggressive. Well, I take solace in knowing I can drag them in the peer eval. Yeah, I guess so. I feel like I also just don't mind doing work. I think I do things very, like, excessively, like, I don't know. I do things, like, not efficiently, so I don't mind doing stuff. Because I'm like, well, I'm already just doing stuff. Might as well do more stuff. That's a bad way to do things. You shouldn't do it like that. But I guess I did. Okay. Drawing knee pads is kind of a struggle. I know they have, like, a thing here, usually. But what? Like this? I think that's pretty good. Oh yeah, that one's surprisingly better than I thought. I think it's good to be motivated. I'm kind of not, lol. Yeah. I hate I hate doing like job interviews. 'Cause I'm just like, give me like any task, I'll do it. I'll like do it without complaint, and I'll do it like extra, and they're like, you can't just say that. I'm like, it's just the truth though. Someone's like, I need you to do this, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I think, oh, I read the same thing. Okay, we should put these on the other one too. That's pretty good. Let's add some like other lines, I don't know. That looks bad. Maybe we won't add other lines. I don't know. Should we add other lines? Okay, that looks kind of gross. Never mind. We're just gonna keep it like that. Yeah, let's do these over here. Can we do them again? Is the question. In a cool way. I guess so. That's alright. These ones are smaller, but I want to make these ones bigger. So we will do that. My cat went on a little adventure today. We usually keep her on a leash, but we recently, like last year, made a big fence in our backyard, so it's like fully fenced in, and she's too old to climb the fence now, so she can just like be back there. But my mom was mowing, and she left the like gate open, and my cat was just like, oh, free gate, and just went on a little journey down the alleyways today until we found her. And I was like, oh, are you good? She was fine, but now she's so tired. My cat gets really, like, exhausted by new things, I think. It's kind of cute, though. She doesn't get very far. I think that's okay. Do we think that's okay? I think so. Fun cat adventures. Yeah, she's had a couple adventures where we just, the like gate opens or something and she gets loose, but she usually doesn't really go anywhere. Sometimes I take her, like, I try to take her on walks on a leash and she only gets like a couple houses over max every time. I'm like, please, there's like this green space like a block away. If we could only walk there, you could roll in some new grass. And she's like, but the concrete one house over from our house, that's where I want to be. And I'm like, why? But I guess so. At least she knows what she wants. And it's concrete. And to be in the middle of the road. And I have to say, no, please, don't go in the middle of the road. And then she screams like I'm killing her. My cat is very dramatic. Do you guys have any pets? Any cool pets of your own? I sometimes see an orangey cat around my neighborhood. My family calls him Beelzebub. Beelzebub. That's cute, that's cute. I love seeing random cats. Whenever I'm out for a walk and there's like cats outside, I just like point at them until they come and see you. And it works like 90% of the time. Catch will devour the sun soon someday. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't happened already. I think his name is actually Pounce, but yeah, that's not as cool. Let's add some like sock lines maybe. Maybe it should be like polka dots. I don't know. That actually probably won't show up well. Let's just add some lines. That's cool, that's cool. I'm a big fan of sitting on the ground, so if anyone has like a creature loose outside and I go see it, I'll just like sit on the ground with them and I'm like, hello, it's cat time. We're on the ground, we're sitting on the sidewalk. And they're like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, you cannot stop me. I'm already down here. Okay, I think that's pretty good so far. We're actually doing some things now. I got into the swing of not just doing nothing. We love to see it. Oh, someone is sending me a message. Hold on, I have to actually look at this. Oh, okay. Cursed. I've been in a real ramen kick recently, guys. I haven't had much like proper ramen before, but recently I just started like ordering some from Skip the Dishes, and now it's been like infecting my mind. It's been all I can think about. Do you guys like ramen? And do you have any recommendations? Because that's currently where my thoughts have been at. There's something hits so good about ramen. It's also been like kind of rainy and it just really like a soup type thing on the rainy day. Oh my god, I love ramen. Hell yeah. What's your like favorite type? I'm like a little bit of a ramen noob, so I don't know what like the best things are. Honestly, proper ramen is the one thing I miss most from living in Asia. Oh my god. Me and my friend were supposed to go to Japan last summer before the pandemic hit, and I was so excited to try like actual good like ramen from Japan, and it didn't happen. So upsetting. I'm a fan of just classic pork broth. So good. Yeah. I've had one like that, I think. So good. Oh my. I really want to learn how to make it. F, yeah. It's okay though. One day. One day. We'll plan it again. And it will be all good. What the heck is this line here? Yeah, so good. When I went to Japan, I couldn't eat any sushi or ramen or anything because I was with my vegetarian dad. Pain. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my gosh. Having a dietary restriction, I feel like must be so difficult if you're traveling. My school went on a China trip, and I was like the food tester because I just was unafraid and had no issues. So I just ate everything first, and so many people were like, I don't want to eat fish. And I'm like, you don't want to eat fish? We're in like, what do you mean? This is like the best place you could possibly eat seafood. I always try to get Beelzebub to come to see me so I can pet him, but it doesn't always work. Like, I don't know what it is about just pointing at a cat, but if you like bend down on the ground, like squat and just like point at them, they like usually always come. It like does not fail me. It's kind of, I don't know, it's so appealing to them. It also works with my own cat. If I just point at her, she's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. They just like want to know. Points at cat. You. Yeah, exactly. It's like so good. I don't know. If you've never tried to summon a cat by just pointing at them, I suggest it. Also, Linslayer, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope your day's going well. Do you have a cat? Or have you pointed at any cats recently? I love pointing. I love pointing at cats. It's like so funny to me because it just tricks them. I'm good. Just woke up from a nap. Hell yeah. I'm so bad at napping. Every time I wake up from a nap, it's like awful. I'm like, oh. But I envy people who can nap. I used to have cats when I was a kid. That's awesome. I love cats. My cat is an old lady now. And she loves to scream. Napping is like a 50-50 chance of either feeling revitalized or like you just got hit by a truck. Yeah, I have only ever felt like I got hit by a truck. I don't think I've ever had a nap and been like, I feel so much better now. Every nap, like, takes something out of me, man. I don't know. It's like so rough. I just don't nap. My sister naps like every day. Same, naps are rough. Yeah, it's just like, it's not ever worth it. I think the only time that I like ever nap is during like finals or when there's like a brutal school situation going on and there's just like so exhausted that there's nothing else to do, but that's like about it. If I'm just like living my life in a pretty normal way, I will just like not nap. And I feel like it's always so confusing and jarring. You wake up and you're like, what is going on? Is that a weird line? Yeah, it is. I don't like that one. Let's have it here, maybe. Maybe not. But maybe. Add more of this double line that I like to put everywhere. Oh yeah, I once took a nap at one of those times a year. I woke at like 8 p.m. but the sun was still up enough. I kind of thought it was the next morning. Oh man, it's just like so confusing. I remember when I was studying for our diploma exams, I would like study and then I would just like sleep for like set an alarm and like sleep for like 10 minutes and then I would go back to studying and it was awful. I would not recommend doing that. It wasn't even worth it either because I did pretty bad on all my diplomas. I decided we're putting this line back. That sounds like purgatory. Oof. Yeah, it was awful. It was just like confusion. I don't even know why I did it. I think I was just like so exhausted and like burnt out from like the studying grind that I was like, this is okay. I have not done it since because yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. Great way to feel like real weird though. Oh. Tired student brain, microdosing sleep, that works, right? Yeah, that was me basically. Oh my god, it was rough. I have one more year of school and then I don't have to do school ever again, and I'm so excited about that. I love the aesthetic of school. The like dark academia, light academia vibes. You read about school in like a fantasy book and you're like, wow, that's so fun. I would love to do that. Imagine going to school at a castle. But school is just always so rough. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I love like stationery too. School supplies? Oh my god. Buying school supplies is like a high like no other. Getting to buy a bunch of like pens and stuff? My god. That really hits. Do we like that line? Unsure. Went to school and didn't even get to meet Harry Potter once, SMH. Like, what's the point? Plus all our schools look so like lame here. They're just like a building. My like high school was like themed, the colors were like orange and brown and it just looked like an A&W. It just looked like a fast food restaurant. It was so janky. I was like, who planned this? This is not the vibes that we wanted for our cute school aesthetic. This is gross. Studying at A&W University? Yeah, it's like so gross. It's like, what? Bad choice. Bad aesthetic decisions. I would like to have a word with who picked orange and brown. Like, what? I think I should erase this ear piece. Top ear piece? I guess I should also erase these. I usually like don't for these, but I feel like it looks weird. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I feel like being in like a cute environment just like makes it more fun, but all my schools have been pretty the opposite of cute. You guys ever go to a cute school? I went to this one like improv workshop at a different school than ours, and it was so nice. They had like seating areas and like big windows, and I was like, you guys got windows? We just got like concrete and A&W walls. Where's Pastel Pink College? Yeah, listen, where is the Pastel Pink College? Where's the Cottagecore College? I want to learn things in a field, in the forest. I went to a British boarding school, and Americans always want to know if it's anything like Harry Potter. Whoa, y'all got enough budget for windows? Wild. Yeah, like, we did not. We did not. Yeah, is it? Is it? How is... No, it was awful? Oh, no. That's not great. F in the chat for British boarding school. That sounds... I mean, it sounds cool, but I don't know anything about it, and it seems like it wasn't cool. So, rip. Was it cute, though? We all know the aesthetics excuse everything that happened. It's very overly traditional. Oh, that's lame. Yeah. That doesn't sound like a good school time. I feel like my schools were pretty good. Boo, lame. I did get like near constantly dress coded. Don't even know why, really. I don't feel like I dressed that wild. My school had like a shorts rule where it was like your shorts had to be longer than your fingertips, but I have like pretty long arms. So every single pair of shorts I owned was shorter than my fingertips, even though they were like a good distance down my like thigh. They were like, that's illegal. And I'm like, what? But that person over there with short arms has shorts to their like butt, and that's fine? Huh? Dress codes are stupid. Yeah, I always got dress coded and then just didn't change. I would just be like, okay, and then I would just walk away and no one would stop me. It did happen a lot though, and I'm pretty sure I was like the only one of my friends who ever got dress coded, and it was like all the time. Hey Soups, you like free games? I do like free games. You got any good free games? I was looking at free games yesterday, actually. I was like, I wanna play some more games. Dress codes are incredibly stupid. Yeah, I hate them. In DMs. Okay, I will check after stream. Thank you. Yeah. I hate dress codes. I'm glad that real life doesn't have them, except it kinda does. We have to wear our, like, nice clothes. My program is quite, traditional, I would say. Lots of people are, like, very traditional, and I have half bright green hair, and so that was, like, a little bit interesting. I definitely got a lot of stink eye the first day of, like, in-person labs. I was like, oh. Dress codes are dumb, but at least they sucked at enforcing them. Well, yeah. I understand dress codes that are like, don't be naked, but most are like kinda sexist and stuff. Not just kinda. Fully sexist most of the time. What are you studying? I'm studying vet tech. And where I am, there's like lots of, there's lots of farmers, there's lots of like, it's, you know how it be. So lots of them were like, don't be looking alternative, and I'm like, you can't stop me, I'm gonna do it anyways. Just came to say hi and hope you're doing well. I have a college trip tomorrow morning, so peace, have a good stream. Thanks for dropping in. I hope your trip goes well tomorrow. And that you have a good night. Yeah, basically, I don't know. I think it's really fun. It's kind of like a power move to do well in school and also just dress like however you want, because I'm like, well, if I have a 4.0, you can't stop me from doing whatever I want. And that's just kind of how I vibed. You know how it be. How do we want to do this hair? We need some more lines. Like here, but how? But how? I've never had a problem with dress codes personally, but I also wear giant winter coats everywhere in the winter, and for as long as spring / fall weather permit. I will be the funkiest person on this farm. Hell yeah. You know, that's what I'm trying to be up to. I feel that. I live in a very conservative area, so me being very alternative, plus being the only POC in town is interesting. I feel that. I was definitely one of the only POC in that class too. And I was like, boy, do I stand out here. The motto is, if the fit isn't offending old people, it isn't fire enough. Yeah, exactly. Gotta do more. Yeah, so it's interesting, and I went from tattooing, which is a very alternative thing to do, right into this like very conservative program, and I was like, ugh, what? Not used to this anymore. So it took some adjusting, but I didn't really adjust at all. I just did the same things. And then people were like, okay, some choices, and I was like, yes, I will not be stopped. Whiplash, definitely. Oh my gosh, why did I do this hair so annoying here? Like, I feel like it shouldn't connect there, but it wants to. Maybe we'll just do it like that. Okay, that's kind of weird. Or we might just leave it. Oh, it's like a weird triangle situation. One of my favorite things about working in the tattoo shop that I did is because it was pretty new and like had lots and lots of young people and like lots of, I don't know, we had a studio of all like female artists, so lots of girls came. And some days our like shoe rack would just be entirely Doc Martens. And I was like, oh, guys. And I like had my own Doc Martens there. And I was like, guys, come on. We're feeding a little bit too much into the stereotype today. The shoes are all Doc Martens here. It make me laugh, though. Oh, it's gay. Yeah, you would just walk in and I was like, oh my god. Come on, guys. It was funny, though. So good. I guess I could also send some of my favorite tattoos I've done in the Discord. I realize I've not shown anyone. I got some art stuff to send later. Hello, fellow tattoo gays. Here's a tour of our shoe rack. Yeah, yeah. It was so funny when that would happen, and it would happen like so frequently. I was like, well, okay, guys. It was great though. Like, everyone was so cool that came in. It was so fun to talk to people. I was like, wow, it's like talking to strangers, but every stranger has a baseline of being cool. And that was like quite a unique experience. It was really fun. I don't know what's going on with his hand. That's fine. Do you remember any cool tattoos that people got? Yeah. Well, I think one of my favorite ones that I did for someone. So this is kind of hard to explain, but if you guys know what like a biblical angel looks like with the like crazy wings and like eyes and stuff, they got like a biblical angel wing thing, like on their like side of their knee and like down their legs, so the wings open and close when they move their like knee, and it just looked so good. That person, whoever they are, I don't remember their name, had like the best tattoo placements I've like ever seen. I was so jealous. I was like, oh, you are so cool. Your tattoos look so good. How are you this organized? I'm like not organized at all. That fucking rips. Yeah, it was so good. I was like, hell yeah. Sometimes it's kind of like walks into space with LGBTQ plus homies. Me, who has no interest in piercings, tattoos, hair dyes, they're like, I don't get it, but everyone is doing great. Banger tattoo. Yeah, I think about, oh, whoever that was, they looked so cool. I was like, oh my god. The interesting thing about tattooing is I remember what the people talk to me about and like what tattoo they got, but I have no idea what they look like because for the most part we like talked for like an hour or two, but I was looking at their like arm or their leg the entire time. So I like don't recognize them because I like didn't look at their face at all. And I feel bad. Cause I'm like, I don't know, I just like talked to your calf for like 2 hours. I think we should add some lines, maybe. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I like that, but better. I got your, like, first tattoo, lol. Yeah, you got the second one ever, and it's kind of rough. That's just the truth. But I appreciate you letting me do it, the very first one. That's, you get to have that. Should we get the sleeves cuffs? Where did that line come from? Guess that's there now. That's cool. In my fantasy realm where I blow up and become a big Twitch streamer, I imagine that it would be fun to give tattoos to other people, but that'll never happen. But it would be fun. It would be fun. It is, in fact, a little rough. Would get another from you, though. Yeah, definitely would love to give you one that's better than that one. See, Calvin would accept more, lol. Yeah. Yeah, I want to start doing some, like, for my friends and stuff. I need to buy new ink, though, because all of mine is expired now. Which is lame, because I had so much. Because they're fun. They're fun. I also want to do some on myself. Okay. We need things. I don't really know, though. Know what? Maybe let's just do the hair. I guess we're just gonna, I don't even know. Process is slow. I would have hoped to have been coloring by now, but I think I'm just distracted. You guys have received many line art streams. I feel like mostly line art is just what takes me the longest. It's like pretty quick to color. You guys ever forget you can just make stuff? I was like home alone for a couple days and it like opened my third eye of remembering all the food that I could just make. I was like, oh, we're speed running. You're right, we do need to start speed running. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh. I just like remembered all the stuff I could make. I just made like popcorn and I was like, oh right, you can just like make popcorn. It was so, I don't know. I feel like I frequently forget that I know how to make things for a couple like months, weeks, then I remember I can make them and I'm like, oh right, I can make that. Does anyone else do that? I feel like I almost need to like make notes of all the foods I know how to cook so I don't forget about them. I can do things with my hands. It's always a shock. It's always a shock. Sometimes you just forget, you know? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I can just do that. I also, like, forget that I can just, like, drive somewhere. I'm like, oh, I could just go somewhere. I just know, like, 4 recipes. True. Oh god, I really need to learn how to cook more than, like, the bare minimum. Same. Oh man, cooking is very stressful for me. Most of the time, it's, like, not an enjoyable experience, so I don't know how to cook very much, but I had to cook for myself the last few days not to remember how to do all the things I know, and I was like, oh, right. This. It's so interesting to me when people are like, yeah, I just like cook or like bake to calm down. I'm like, to calm down? If I just chose to cook or bake, it would be to a cool, fun way to induce mass amounts of stress. It's kind of rough when, like, you don't know what to do. I can make omelet cotlets? What is that? What? Frog eyes. Oh, that's an interesting 4 recipes. That is not the 4 recipes I would have thought that it would be. I have a friend who's actually into cooking, and whenever they talk about something they whipped up, I'm like, you are so powerful. Yeah, I feel that. OMG frog eyes. Yeah, what? What? You have to explain that one more. It's so impressive when people can just cook stuff. I'm like, and it tastes good? Like, what? I always feel so, like, awkward about cooking for other people because I'm like, I know it's gonna be bad. And if it's my own bad cooking, that's fine. I don't really mind. But I'm like, I don't want to feed you something that's bad because I don't know how to cook. They're fast and tasty. Where do you get them from? How do you eat them? What do they taste like? What do they taste like? Is it gross? Do they pop? We gotta know now. We're dying to know. I don't think I've ever eaten any part of a frog before. You cut a hole in a bread. Oh. You cut a hole in a bread and you fry it in the pan with an egg in the bread hole. Wait, so not like a real frog? I think you've bamboozled us. I think we've been bamboozled a little bit. Are you talking about not a real frog? No real frogs law. Oh. Oh. We're dumb. We're fools. I see. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. I was like, you're just out here cooking frog eyes on the casual? How are you even doing that? I've never heard of that before. Me neither. I have never heard it called that. Probably has a different English name. I think it does. I think it does have a different English name. I have also never heard that before. I was like, what? You really threw us for a loop there. You had us convinced. It's like, how are you getting quick and easy? How are you getting so many frogs? Have you never had a bread with an egg in the hole? I have had that. I've never cut a hole in the bread. Closest is making toast and slapped a fried egg on top. One of my favorite things is just making like a bagel and putting an egg on it. I'm like, wow. Cuisine. I have had it cut out in the hole before, but I feel like, what do you do with the bread hole? Just eat it like loose? That's kind of weird. Got to take a sip. Is it better? Is it better cut out like a hole? What is this? I think this is an arm. Yes, okay. Oh wait, more recipes I can make. Also tomatoes and eggs, scrambled eggs with bacon, and grilled cheese sandwich. If people can sell donut holes, I guess they can sell bread holes. Ew, you want a bread hole? That sounds gross. I don't know why. My younger brother used to hollow out bread buns, fill them with ketchup, then stab it with a cheese stick and say it was bleeding. He used to love eating that, lol. That's illegal, actually. That's an illegal food to eat. Water bottle ASMR. I sometimes put the bread cutout in the pan and put an egg on it. Oh, so you make a toast with an egg in it and then you have a bread hole with an egg on it. But why did you cut it out then? You know, you could just put it on, like, the whole egg on the whole toast. That seems like more work. Is it better because it's cut out? Because I kind of understand that. Cutting, like, sandwiches and stuff into small shapes makes them, like, 100 times better to eat. Having things as little triangles is, like, so much more satisfying for the brain. Hehe, my food is geometry. Yeah. I always cut stuff up to eat it. I don't know. I'm like, fruit? I could eat this whole. Nope, I'm gonna chop it up. It lets me eat 2 eggs at once, and you get a different flavor when you fry the bread with the egg, because toasting doesn't have butter. But you could put butter on the toast. That's what I do. I guess so. I guess so. I do make a lot of stuff with eggs. Eggs are like a good thing to make because they're pretty like difficult to mess up. And I feel like eggs are nowhere near as like scary as cooking meat is. It's like pretty spooky to cook meat. Because it's like if you do it wrong, then what? Parasites? Does some of the egg flavor like seep into the bread when you cook it that way? Oh yeah. Do you just like crack an egg into the toast? Does it just like absorb? This is a mystery food you've presented to us. Because wouldn't it just get, like, soggy? Is it like French toast a little bit? Does it get like French toast? French toast is so good. I love French toast. And you can use the fried bread to mop up egg stuff if your yolk is still runny. Deconstructed French toast. That's so funny. But okay, so wait, do you flip it? Do you flip it, or do you just have like the top of the egg like sunny side up in the toast? It's not soggy, the bread edges crisp from frying, and the egg cooks up too. Okay. Weird. I flip mine. How do you okay, I guess that makes sense. Huh, maybe I should try that. Maybe I'll have a new thing to try after this. Eggs for supper? Frog eyes are great and easy. So why is it called frog eye? This sock should be stripy, because I make the rules here. And I like stripy socks. Can we tell that that's supposed to be stripy? Not really. Maybe it won't be. Or it will be, but smaller. I guess it is a different egg to toast ratio than just slapping an egg on toast. Maybe egg and bread looks like eyeball. Okay, I see that. My friend used to make these horrific Halloween food activity things where it was like lychee nuts and like something, but they looked like eyeballs, and it was like so gross. I've only had frog legs, which taste pretty much like chicken. Never had frog eyes. Oh, you've had frog legs? Like where? How does that happen? I don't think I've ever been in a situation in my life where I've had the opportunity to eat like a frog at all. France. Okay. That's cool. That makes sense, I guess. We have No culture. That's super cool. Did you enjoy them? Are they like very expensive? Frog eyes eat so good. Growing up pretty close to the border. Dang, that's so cool. It's so cool. Twitch is so cool. People are from like everywhere on Twitch. I don't know. It's so fun. I feel like other like, I don't know, social media things, you just like get people with like very similar experiences to you. But like people on Twitch really are just from everywhere in the world. And it's like, dang, that's so cool. Everyone's just out here doing things. They're not too expensive. Are they like a common thing? That's kind of cool. Oh, my dad has a jello mold for a human brain, and some Halloweens he would make weird and wacky flavored brain jellos. That's kind of wild. Weird and wacky flavored jello is a little bit spooky to me. That's the spookiest part about it, I would say. Jello is such a weird texture. I feel like things jello to yogurt consistency make me gag a little bit if I eat them too fast. That is such a good Halloween tradition. Yeah, I mean, that is pretty good. Do you guys ever find that? I feel like if I eat yogurt or like pudding or jello too fast, my body's like, what? Get that out. And it's not like the taste. I think it's just like the consistency. Body says, ew. What was that? My friend also used to make these like shortbread fingers for Halloween, which is just like a shortbread in a finger shape with like an almond nail. They looked pretty spooky too. I'm fine with that texture, but I know some people who hate it. Yeah, it's like not the worst, but too fast is just like overwhelming. I've never been much of like a texture eater, but my mom is. She doesn't like watermelon because of the texture. And watermelon is like one of my favorite fruits. And I'm like, how could you not like watermelon? I'm glad I'm not really a texture eater. I feel like I'm very not picky. I will just eat anything. And that's cool. Then you don't have to worry about if you'll be able to eat stuff. Alright, it's starting to come together. It's starting to come together. I think I should sip more. I always forget to drink during drawing streams. Water bottle sounds. Okay, let's do this one now. And soon we will color. I'm excited to color this. Gonna have some different vibes. I so much need one of those hydration bots. Need one of those hydration bots. Yeah, I do actually. It's like I usually don't forget in other streams. I think just because I'm so not used to like drinking while I'm drawing that I just like don't even think about it. That'd be cool though. I don't know if you guys know DJ the streamer DJ NPC. Her hydration bot sound is so good. It's hype. If only there was some way to redeem channel points to make soup drink water. Uh-oh. You're right, if only. If only there was some way. Well, it's spoken by a professional voice actor. Yeah, it's so good. I hear it and I'm like, wow. Oh, canvas flip. Thank you. We should actually probably do that. I'm nervy for this. Oh. You're looking kind of wonky, my guy. Okay. Much to consider. Everyone's a little wonky, but do I want to change it? Is the question. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. This guy is pretty weird, though. I always forget that channel points are a thing that do things. That's fair, that's fair. Especially if you watch, like, a lot of big streamers, like, their redeems are so high that there's just, like, no point, really, in paying attention to them. But I love channel points. They're so fun. I want to think of more cool things. Oh, I was thinking of having, like, one channel point be, like, a live performance where I sing you a song, but I couldn't decide if that was cringy or not, so it doesn't exist yet. I'll think about it, though. We'll consider it, maybe. If you guys ever have any cool channel point ideas, we've added some sound alerts recently, and those are pretty fun. But yeah, follow your heart, baby. Oh, maybe. You know, like, sometimes you just don't want to be too cringy, but sometimes you just gotta commit to it. Go all the way. Monitoring the cringe levels is difficult sometimes. You can limit them as well, or refund if it's too late to sing, for example. All gamers are cringe, it's okay. True. I mean, being on twitch.tv in the first place means you're a little bit cringy. So just gotta accept the fate, I guess. That's a cool idea. Maybe I'll do that. I'm not, like, super good at singing. But I'm like, okay. Like, okay enough for one song? Probably. Like, I don't know how to fix this guy. Oh, I think it's because this eye is, like, too high. Hold on, let's change that. Hello. Come downwards, please. Little bit more? Yeah, that's better. Oh my god! That one's so scary! Oh, it doesn't explode. Oh! Oh! I really want to play the new Minecraft update. I was gonna do it yesterday and I didn't. I forgot about it. It was too late. I want to see the goats! Okay. I think that's good. Oh, I forgot it updated. Yeah. Yo, they got goats? They got goats now! And axolotls? I just want to play to see the new little creatures. Maybe have a little bit of Minecraft time. I would love to do, like, a Minecraft stream, but every single time I open Minecraft, it crashes my OBS, so I, like, just physically don't know how we would do it. But I feel like it'd be so fun to, like, build a little city or something. Minecraft horses still feel new to me. Dang, they got so many things now. So many creatures. They still don't got frogs, though. Why? Minecraft frogs, my beloved. Okay. Do you guys have any games that you're, like, really into? I've, like, really been wanting to get into a game again. Like a, I don't know, that I want to, like, play a lot. Because I feel like my last one that I was, like, super into, it was Animal Crossing. And I was like, hell yeah, Animal Crossing. I only play modded Minecraft with chameleons and stuff. Hell yeah. I'm a big fan of visual novels and RPGs. Yeah, I think those are cool, but I want to find, like, a game that I can play, like, a lot of, or that's, like, got more things to do than just follow the story. Because I think the story games are great. But I just want to, like, fuck around in a game for a while. Haven't been playing games too much lately, but I played Apex Legends with some friends recently, and we all sucked, but it was fun. That sounds so cool. I've never played Apex Legends before. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of visual novels too. Yeah, I think those are really fun, but different vibes than one you can just, like, play a lot. I know those aren't the kind of genres that everyone is super into, lol. I think they're cool. I think they're cool. But yeah, maybe I'll just get back into Animal Crossing and finish my island. I like tore it all down and restarted. And now my island is just like halfway done again. But it's cool. I'm really into like Paper Mario and Pokemon and stuff. That sounds cool. I've never played, well, I've played like the tutorial to Paper Mario and maybe like the first part of it at like a McDonald's when I was a child, but I've never played all of it, so maybe I should do that. I liked Super Mario Odyssey when I played it. Yeah, I think I mentioned before, Super Mario Odyssey made me super barfy, so I couldn't really play it. Which is sad, because it was like $80 and I bought it. I put a lot of hours into Fire Emblem 3 Houses too. Ooh. Both those games are pretty fun. Yeah. I don't know what it was. The Odyssey camera, I could not handle it at all. It just made me so barfy. But like, it's interesting, because I don't know why. Because usually the Mario games don't make me barfy. Like, we played all of Luigi's Mansion. I mean, that one's kind of just like back and forth. And like Super Mario Galaxy, not barfy at all. But Odyssey was just like so difficult. I could only play it for like 30 minutes max. Oh yeah, I felt that way about Astral Chain because it's like really neon and got a lot going on. Yeah, sometimes it's just so rough to look at games. I think I should just erase this guy's eyebrows. Like, usually I like to keep them so you can see the expression, but there's like too much going on in this hair. Sorry, my guy, you got no more eyebrows. No more eyebrows for today. Goodbye. Here we go. Okay, nice. Eyebrows revoked. Your eyebrow privileges have been yoinked. None for you now. My sister bleached her eyebrows the other day. So her eyebrow privileges also got revoked, I guess. I don't know where to put lines, but we need some more of them. Maybe like there. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. I never got too far into Astral Chain, even though it was really hyped, and I heard great things about it, which sucks because it was an $80 game. Yeah, I hate I hate buying like an $80 game and then not being able to play it. It's like, ugh. Wait, so is all her hair bleached or just the eyebrows? All her hair is bleached and her eyebrows, but her hair is like, well, she was trying to dye it red, but then she washed it and it turned like blue, so it's blue now. I don't know, bit of a mystery. But yeah, not just the eyebrows. Oh, you know, same tip. Yeah. Okay, that line is so close to this one now. They should just connect, I think. I just stick more to genres of games that I basically know I'll like. Okay, more sip time. Yeah, that's fair. It's good to just like do stuff that you know you like. Get sipping. I'm sipping again. Hello, probably cereal. Strategic mix soup double sip. Okay, I've been hydrated, we're ready to go. Yeah, especially with games, if I'm shelling out 60 bucks or more, I want to make sure it's something that I'll actually like. Yeah, I agree. So many games I want to try, but games all cost money. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Costs sweet, sweet cash money. Yeah, and that's lame. Makes sense though. Games are a lot of work to make. Oh, man. So I watched Invincible the other day. Damn, we live in an economy. Yeah. Yeah, Guilty Gear Strive came out yesterday, but $80 is too much. Oof. Yeah. Pricey. Guys, don't you wish we did not live in an economy and we could just have things? Like, wouldn't it be so much better if we could just have stuff? I would love to have things. For no money. I recently got the Famicom detective games, Paradise Killer, and I'm playing the Ace Attorney trilogy right now, but I love Viennes and Mysteries, so I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy them. That sounds good. That sounds good. I feel like my brain is small. And playing games where you have to like think things through or solve puzzles, I'm like, sorry, I have no thoughts. I'm just here to decorate. I feel like I mostly enjoy games where you get to like have a little house or something that you can decorate. But I don't know what games I like, because I also really like Smash Bros. And that's why Minecraft, yeah. Minecraft, I feel like I could get real into Minecraft. The only thing holding me back is being nauseous. But if I like figure that out more, Minecraft is unstoppable. Me and Minecraft will get along so well. I really liked Breath of the Wild too. I played like so much when that came out. Oh, I forgot about your face. I think we're almost on to coloring. OMG, I dumped so many hours into Breath of the Wild, same. You might want to catch up the Wholesome Direct which took place today. Oh shit, some very neat indie games in there. Hell yeah, I will absolutely check that out after. That's like a great thing for me. I loved running around and exploring every corner of the map. Same. Like, oh, Breath of the Wild was so good. Like, very cozy games. I love cozy games. I love to just vibe. Oh, I spent so much time in Breath of the Wild. Being able to just like go everywhere was like what I've always just like wanted to do in a game, and they were like, here you go. And I was like, thank you. I didn't know the Wholesome Direct was even a thing. Me neither, but that sounds exactly up my alley. I liked Breath of the Wild, but it was very hard for me to keep on it. Something about it tired me out after a while. That's fair. I played it for like 12 hours straight one day. So, I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot. I was on my Breath of the Wild grind. What more can I say? Okay, I think this guy originally had a gun, but I don't really want to draw one. But I probably should, because I actually sent this sketch to the person. Making up a fantasy gun type vibe. We give it like a blaster look. I'm gonna do this on a different layer in case I goof it. Yeah, exploring around Breath of the Wild was so fun. The only thing that was lame is like once you play it for like as many hours as I did, there's just like nothing else to do. You just run out of stuff to do, but it was cool. I should just like play it again one day. That one final, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what they're called. The big things. No, what are they called? The divine beast. That one, like the camel that spun, was so awful. Like, being in something that is spinning in multiple directions and moving outside. Why did they make that part of the thing that was necessary to complete the game? I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. That was my like main Breath of the Wild complaint. Having to be in a spinny and moving thing for and then solve puzzles. I was like, please end my suffering. That was rough. The Lionels, they were kind of tough to fight, but that one was chill once you just get good. You don't actually have to beat the Divine Beast Law, just skip it. Wait, really? Games are weird. Some I go feral and I go like 100%. And some I just go like, yep, I played it. Don't need all of it. Oh, that's interesting. God, some of the Divine Beast puzzles made me feel so dumb. Same. I was like such a fool. I was like, how do you figure this out? Probably having any brain cells would have helped. I feel like my other problem is I mostly like want to complete things, so I like to play a game until it's like done. If it like is a game that has a finish and end. Yeah, the speedrun doesn't do any Divine Beasts, they just rush Ganon's castle. They're all optional. I guess so. That does make sense. You can't just go there like right away. But I was just doing all this stuff that you could. I really wanted to live in the like, oh, I don't remember, the like bird people village so bad. It was so cool. I didn't like Divine Beast much, and the final Ganon battle kind of sucked too. Yeah, it was alright. I had the most fun just like exploring, I think. Finding all the towns is so cool. The speedruns are so cool. I've never watched a Breath of the Wild speedrun. Do they just like immediately go kill Ganon? Like, what do you need? If you just don't get hit, like, can you just go right away? Because, like, there's not much stopping you. That's kind of weird. Like, nothing really. All you gotta do is launch Link. Just yeet the boy. This is a weird thing that I've created, but I guess so. That's just what it's gonna be. Alright. Okay, that's chill. Let's see. What other things? Did I miss any of the things? Oh, that chain. You have to collect enough weapons for the final boss rush, and you have to do the 4 tutorial shrines. Oh, right. I see, I see. Oh, and these shorts. I forgot, like, a lot of things. Okay. So what's the, like, fastest speed run of it? I want to have, like, a clip thing here. Whoop, whoop. I think Breath of the Wild is one game where if I could just erase my memories of playing it and then play it again, it would definitely be that. It was so fun. Speedrun is 25 minutes, damn. I tried to get my sister to play it one time and it took us like an hour to get through the like the tutorial before we could even get going. She's not very gamer. She likes Splatoon though, which is interesting. Unsure why. The 100% run is 18 hours. Wow. I guess so. Splatoon fun. Haven't played it in ages though. I like how many funky weapons it got. Splatoon is fun. I didn't get that into Splatoon. I mostly did the like story because I don't know. I was afraid of playing online and I might not have had Nintendo like online then because I think I bought it for Animal Crossing. So I definitely had Splatoon before. So I just like didn't do much in Splatoon. I could get back into it because it does seem pretty fun. Oh. I erased it again. Okay. That's chill. Are we on? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna merge them all down, so it doesn't matter. Hey, yo. Not staying on the right layer check. Okay. That's chill. Let's look. Okay, let's just add some more, a couple more random things, and then we can get on to coloring. Hell yeah. We gotta get this, I'm gonna get this done today. I got some grinding. I've got like this one and then one more, and then I'm done, I think, for this commission. I did the story and the Octo expansion and it was fun. The multiplayer was neat too. Usually I'm not a fan of online multiplayer, but Splatoon is just vibing most of the time. Yeah, it seems pretty nice. It seems pretty nice. Hi, hello, Mary Celeste. How are you doing today? Welcome in. We're drawing and hanging out. Have you done anything cool today? And if you have, please let me know. Good. Hell yeah. We're just talking about some games people like. Splatoon right now, I guess. Sometimes online games in Splatoon 2 just stopped and everyone had a squid party where they danced in circles. That's so cute. How are you? I'm good. I'm vibing. Today's been pretty good so far. I thought of some things for a D&D character and I ate pancakes. And that's pretty much it. And now I'm drawing. So, a pretty good day, I think. What is your guys' favorite breakfast food? Like, pancakes, waffles, French toast? I feel like French toast, is pretty up there for me. D&D character. Yeah. We're starting a new campaign on Tuesday, I think, so I've been working on my character. Hopefully it's okay. I'm pretty notoriously bad at making characters. So I hope it goes better this time. I'm kind of nervy. I feel like waffles for me. I agree. Waffles are like superior to pancakes. They're just like, they're so good. I do love a good waffle. Actually wait, speaking of D&D, I gotta go get ready for D&D myself. Thanks for the reminder. Haha. You're welcome. Can't forget about D&D. I haven't played D&D in ages. Me neither. I'm nervous a little bit. But hopefully it's okay. Have fun, Linslayer. Yes, have fun. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a good D&D time. I think we should add some stuff to this. What? More lines. Thanks, this has been fun. Hope you'll have a good rest of your weekend. You too. Thank you for joining. Okay. Let's add some details. And such. You know how it be. Oh my gosh! Yuzu raid! What the heck? Thank you so much for the raid again! How was the stream? How was the stream? Wait, okay. Oh my gosh, everything is so slow right now! Hello, hello, how's it going? Welcome in, everyone! What were you guys up to? You were drawing? You were drawing? What were you drawing? I hope it was going well. Oh, thank you so much for the raid again. Yeah, let me know how your stream was. Did you do anything fun today? And welcome, everyone new. We're just working on some commissions today. Pretty chill time. We're just finishing up the line art on this, and then we're gonna start coloring. Just some Genshin fan art. It was pretty chill. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, did you get... Oh, I don't remember who you were trying to get, but did you get who you were hoping to? Your last stream? Stream before? Were you successful? Let me know. And I will continue drawing. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. If you've done anything cool, let me know. Or if you have any fun facts or anything. We love fun facts here. I think this shirt should have like a logo or something. But I'm not sure what. Maybe we should just give it some like sleeve lines. No, unfortunately I did not get the character I wanted, but there's always next time. Yes. I hope you get it soon then. Hello. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Mary Celeste. Oh yes, and if I ever say your names wrong or you prefer to be called something else, let me know, and I will do it. I'm doing well. That's so good. Do you have, you can, if you post your art anywhere, like Instagram or Twitter or something, you can, what's the word? Oh my gosh. You could drop some links in the chat so people can go check it out. Yuzu has super cute emotes, guys. And good drawings. You should go check it out. But yeah, we're just having a chill time. We were talking about some of people's favorite games to play. Because I've been wanting to just, like, get into a game again. Like, yeah, we were just talking about Splatoon before the raid. I don't know if you guys have ever played. I mostly like to play cozy type games, but you guys should let me know what your favorite games are. Because I'm always looking for new games to play. Haven't played very many. Have not been posting on Instagram in a while, so thank you for letting me know. Yeah, no worries. Okay. If you do choose to post, I've not played Splatoon, but cozy games are the vibe. Yeah, I love cozy games. They're so fun. Sometimes, like, you just want to... Sometimes you just want to decorate. You're like, please, the serotonin. Off the charts. Off the charts. Yeah, Butter informed us that there's a wholesome direct, and I'm gonna check that out after the stream because I love wholesome cozy games so much. I'm excited about that. Wholesomegames.com. Hell yeah. Butter, you know all the things. How are you so knowledgeable? I'm not sure what other details we want to add in the line art. I think maybe we should start with some colors and see if it needs more after. For all who are interested. Okay, what do you think? Do you think it's color time? I think it might be color time. Maybe we should add some, like, I don't know, some more of these. I just put these everywhere. No, okay. We'll add them in after. I think it's cutter time. Cutter? I read butter and color. Color time. Oh my god. Butter is like a genie for all things. He has all the knowledge. Oh, we're speed running. Do 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 do. I love that. I love that sound. Yeah, you have all the knowledge of just like everything. It's wild. I'm so impressed. Dang. Just dropping by to drop a without me emote in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love that emote. It makes me laugh. Dang, name a person here who is an OP. Everyone is flexing their emotes. You too could flex your emotes if you have BTTV. Because then you can use them for free. Or you can subscribe, but you don't have to do that. So when I color, I like to start with like all the skin colors because then you can like build your color palette around them. And I think that's a cool way to do it. I also just like warm colors. So for this one, it's going to be eventually printed out into a book. So I'm using the CMYK color wheel, and that is very weird. It like changes everything around that I'm not like too familiar with where the colors are and stuff. So if it gets a little, if we have to do a lot of adjusting, you know why. It's because CMYK colors, a little bit different than the normal digital art ones. But yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting. I'm just like, I'm really glad that Procreate lets you just have a CMYK color wheel. That's like so helpful. I've like printed out a couple prints before of digital art and they just have not turned out because I used a lot of colors that just like wouldn't translate like before I decided to make it a print. And I feel I'm sad about it because they just it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same when like half your colors disappear. So I think that's really cool. that just lets you. Oof. Yeah. I had like, they were like, a lot of drawings of like backgrounds. They were like, had a lot of landscape, and I had used a lot of this like blue color in them that just does not show up at all printed out. So that was pretty lame. But I've since learned from my mistakes, and I won't do that again. I also went through a phase in time where I would draw on a really small canvas because it kind of gave the brush like a cool effect, whatever brush I was using. But then turns out if you want to print those out, the drawing on a small canvas is not the way to go. Because you will be like, hey, can I print this? And they're like, this is 1 pixel big. And you're like, oh, my bad. I guess I've never thought about printing digital problems. Oil painting has different preservation problems. Oh yeah, I don't know much about like saving like any sort of traditional painting. I mostly paint with acrylic paint, which kind of just stays how it is, which I'm thankful for because I don't know how to deal with it. But that's, yeah, I would be unknowledgeable in that area. Is that an okay color? Let's see. I think that's fine. I realized the other day that I haven't painted anything in so long, and I really want to do a painting now. So I might. Maybe one day we'll do a like traditional art stream where I paint something. I feel like that would be way more stressful. Kind of bad at painting. The dimensions printing crossover is a big mood for me. I get kind of paranoid, so I do everything on a big canvas now. Yeah, same, definitely. I learned from that once. And now I do everything like the big, so big. It's just like so stressful. I keep mine in a dark closet because I did have one painting that suffered sunlight fading, and 1 or 2 I have to redo a bit because the white paint yellowed. Oh yeah, that's kind of lame. Yeah, the dimension's so scary. There's just like so much to consider that you don't think about. You're just like, hee hee, I'm drawing, and then you're like, oop, yikes. Yeah, the only other things I guess that I've done that you have to worry about how it is tattoos, but that's a little different. It's a little different. That's gonna age interestingly regardless. Gotta make sure your stuff is clear. OMG, I tried doing traditional a few days ago. I actually made a mistake. I double taped on the board to attempt to I double tapped on the board to attempt to undo. I cried when I realized that's not how it works. I always do that. When I switch to like digital art, I'll try to zoom in. I'm like, all right, I'm just get closer, and I'm like, what? It's like, it's so embarrassing. I do it I'm like alone by myself, and then I'm like, oh no. See, oil is inherently kind of yellow, and you gotta use it to thin the paints, but white kind of suffers from it over time, I found. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, right, I remember why I brought up tattooing again. Because the, like, white tattoo ink uses this, like, compound in it that can, like, rust in the sun, which is why you shouldn't get just, like, white ink tattoos, because they will just, like, undeniably change colors if your skin sees the sun at all. Yeah, so some people asked for like white ink tattoos, and I said no. I said sorry, it will be bad. I will deny you your request. I felt kind of bad, but you don't want it to look dumb later. Linseed oil in my case. I don't know about others. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. One day I'll experience oil paint. I think I had like, is this hair? Yes, it is. One time I had this like really low quality oil paint from like one of those like art sets that you can buy, and I never even tried it. Or I think I like painted the front of a like a notebook with it. I don't know why. And then it was like a bad choice because it was oil paint and wouldn't like dry. I don't even know why I did that. Mystery. Mystery what I was up to. I just focused so hard on that line. I don't even know why. I love how forgiving digital art is. It's so nice to be able to undo things and have different layers. You can just like test stuff and take it away. Traditional art really is so permanent. Oh geez, low quality oil paint is rough. It's like not thick enough usually and it doesn't dry correctly in my experience. Yeah, it was just like bad all around, so I wouldn't recommend the experience, but sometimes that's how it be, I guess. When you're just a child and someone's like, here, oil paint, and you're like, what is this? What is this, father? I mean, you wouldn't really want to buy your child high quality paint. Oh. I think this one might be too red, but we'll fix that in a second. Adjusting to the CMYK colors. I also find it's very different to do like the lighting thing that I normally do with CMYK colors because it's not quite. I think this needs to just be a little bit like that. It's not quite the same effect. Also, I love that you can like cheat with digital art. You can just do this and it's cool. Okay, how are we feeling about those colors? I think that's better. But now that one looks really yellow compared to it. Maybe we should keep the other one. Wait, what's the vibe? Because I like when they look like really vibrant. Okay, maybe we'll just keep that so it matches. I think it's good. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Okay, so now we have to match the colors of all the other drawings. Oh, our reference is gone. I want to use this yellow because I didn't use this very much and I want it more. Oh god. Why did I set these up so weird? Okay, this is what I want. Wait. This is what I want. Give me this yellow. Thank you. The other interesting thing about doing many drawings for this like series is that they have to have like a consistent color scheme. Like usually every drawing I just do something random. I'm like, I'm feeling this. Oh, I like jazz. It's so much scarier now that I can't see it come up in the chat first. Where do we want the yellow? Maybe her shirt should be yellow. Should this be like our main color? I don't know. Well, let's just put it and see if we like the vibes. Maybe. Maybe. How does it look against this? I kind of don't like the yellow here, but I want to use the yellow where? Here? Maybe. You have yellow shirt? I think that's good. Time for sip. Do we like that? Unsure. I've got this emote and I don't know where it came from or why I would use it. Whose emote is that? I've never seen that before. It's a little kiss emote. You know, maybe you just want to blow a kiss. I mean, my emotes have many practical uses. Or do we want this here? Maybe it should go on the other shirt. Maybe it should go on this shirt, I think. That's like the best option. Indecisive with colors type vibe. It's no one's. It doesn't belong to a streamer. Wait, what? Really? Oh, Twitch Global. Weird. I guess you have that. Is it like not a normal one that people have? I need to get some color things in here. Interesting. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom quickly, and then we'll get back to coloring. I'd appreciate it if you guys stick around, but if you gotta go, I don't mind. Have a good rest of your day if you're leaving. I will be right back. Hello. Welcome back if you're still here. I'll see you later, Captain Kaladin. Thank you for joining. Okay. Let's get to coloring. This is the other one. We gotta steal some of these colors. I think we should steal this pink because I think it will look good. We've got a lot of warm colors. Welcome back, Sue. Thank you. I hope you guys had a good moment away. Oh, what? That emote's so cute. Like a little chick. But where shall we use this color? Maybe these shorts. Is that the vibe? Might be. So something I've noticed a lot with doing these drawings is that I have to switch the colors around a lot to just see what looks best all together using the color palette that's available to me. So might just change. These might end up being changed once we see them all laid out in front of us. But yeah. I watched the show Invincible the other day. Have you guys ever heard of it? It's like an Amazon Prime show. It's sort of like an adult superhero show. Oh, I forgot about your stomach. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it had one of the most like genuinely terrifying villains I've ever experienced. I think I saw trailers for it, but I've never watched. I started watching it because Kelp Goblin was like, you should watch this. And the first episode is like kind of boring for like the first part of it, and then it like throws this thing at you. And it's just like so captivating that I'm like, okay. A bunch of friends watched it and really enjoyed it. I didn't though. Yeah, I think it was good. They had some good characters. They had some things about it that I didn't enjoy, but man, just like genuinely one of the most upsetting villains I've ever experienced. I was like, I feel real fear regarding you. And like usually I don't feel that for shows, or it isn't as like effective, I think. But I was really like, ugh, for Invincible. It was quite spooky. Oh, maybe I should do their hair. Oh, sounds pretty good. Guess I'll give it a try. Yeah, it's only 8 episodes. I watched it all in one go. I'm gonna skip this song because I don't like this one. Where am I? I'm lost in my own Discord. But yeah, I watched it all in one go. It was enjoyable. I heard it was gory, so I decided it was my vibe. Yes, that's a warning. It is very gory. It is very gory, but if you don't mind. Oh, I should do their hair. I want to give one of these people colored hair. What color hair? What's our hair dye vibe? Some went and read the comics it's based on and said they did a real good job adapting it for a show. Yes, I did hear that. I looked up some stuff about it after. It sounds like it sounds like the adaptation is really good. It sounds like some people didn't thought the pacing of the comics was kind of odd, but I thought the pacing of the show was really good. I hope they do more. It was interesting. I read the comic book version on the net. That was interesting. It was alright. Yeah, I liked it. I thought some of the characters were weird. Some weird choices were made. Also, I think they should have, made their, like... I think maybe I'll give this person, like, blue hair. Maybe, like, this blue. Maybe, like, this blue? That'll be kind of cool. Oops. I think they should have made it a little bit clearer, the words they were saying. There's one character in it called Adam Eve, like ATOM. Soups, I need to go eat, but I shall be lurking. Can't wait to see how the commissions turn out. Thank you. I hope you yeah, sorry, I don't have a lurk command. I appreciate it though. Have fun eating. Go rest. Recover from the stream. Thank you again for the raid. You guys should go follow Yuzu if you don't already. I'll do another shout out for you. There we go. Yes, enjoy your noms. Take care. Yeah, they had a couple things like Adam Eve because she controlled like atoms, but I thought it was just Adam Eve. And I was like, what is your power? You can like shift the reality of the world around you, huh? And they had another like superhero team called Teen Team, like TEEN and then Team, and I thought they were just Team the whole time. It's the soup. Hello, Brian. How's it going? Good to see you. Thank you. It's good to see you too. How is your Saturday going? Is this a cool color for the hair? Maybe? I guess so. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. Have you done anything cool today? We're talking about Invincible, the show, right now. Happy Saturday. Thank you. I can't decide if I like this color or not. We might steal a different hair color. Maybe. Unsure yet. I don't know if I like that. Whatever, we'll do wait. No. We'll do the other hairs first. And then we'll see. Maybe we can do like an ombre type beat. I think we want this to be dark. Like a little bit more like this. I think? Yes. The CMYK color wheel is quite interesting because it doesn't quite follow the same rules. How are things going? They're going pretty good. I'm working on some commissions right now. Hoping to finish this one. Maybe not on stream, but today at least. Oh, but that's like so close to that color. Maybe this person should have different color hair because it's like right... Okay. This is where we shift all our colors around. Okay. I think this person should have different color hair. What color though? Let's look at some of our other drawings in this universe. What do we got? Oh, maybe like pink hair. Much to consider. Oh, maybe we could have this green. That's cool. I think that's cool. Let's have some green hair. Is that a vibe? Ooh, I like that. That's more of a vibe. We're really vibing now. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna take another sip. I'm going on a picnic this week and I'm super pumped, but it had me thinking because about picnics in general. My mom mentioned that she saw someone having this like really fancy picnic the other day, and I was like, oh, that's so interesting. I feel like I view picnics as not a very fancy activity. So I wanted to know what you guys thought. Have you gone on a picnic? And do you think of picnics as like a fancy thing or just a thing that happens? We went to a lot of like playgrounds and like parks, like green spaces as a child, with my friends. So we would just have like picnics all the time, and that would just be like how we were eating food. So I feel like I'm just very used to picnicking as a practical activity, but I'm excited to try it out as like a snazzy activity. Most of my picnic experiences have just been like sitting in the grass, consuming something, and then going back to just like digging around in the mud. Okay, but now I don't like this shorts color because it looks like a watermelon. Much to consider. I think let's get the... Okay. Okay. I don't know why I colored that in, because I just colored straight over it. We love to see it. Let's do the whites of some eyes, I guess. That's good. Drawing these eyes, coloring in eyes is always stressful, because it like looks nice to draw them without drawing all the parts of the eye, but then you have to color in the rest of the shape of the eye. And I'm like, oh, right. This part of this exists. My youthful picnic times have been like barbecue hours, Russians, burgers, you know, vibes. That's interesting. Barbecue hours, I don't relate to in the picnic time. Most of our picnics were just like things you could put in like a container and put in a backpack. Because we were out and about. We were up to some stuff. Okay, I think this is cool. I'm unsure how I feel about this. I'm thinking about the colors. They might need to be different. But how? Picking the colors for this many things is difficult. I don't know. Okay, maybe let's take this dark blue color and put this as the shorts color instead. Haven't been outside in ages, honestly. You should go outside. Have a good time. I like outside. Okay, I feel like this is better. Okay, let's break this down. Each person is going to have a color. This person's gonna have like bluey colors. I am tomorrow. Oh hell yeah. Let's steal this light blue. Okay, I think this feels better. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be going around downtown, having much fun. Hell yeah. That's exciting. That's exciting. Lots of our coronavirus restrictions just got lifted, so there's lots of things we can do again now. If we want to, maybe we shouldn't. Seems a little bit scary still. I want a different blue, but what? But what blue? Let's steal from someone else. Maybe this one. Let's see how it looks, though. Is that a vibe? Unsure. We'll slap that on there and find out. But I think it's pretty cool. That looks alright. That looks alright, I think. Okay. It's cool because it's like we got some greeny blues against this like reddish skin tone. That's color theory, baby. Complementary colors type beat. I like using color theory. That doesn't make sense. I didn't realize when I was learning colors that, like, this is what they mean by, like, red, green color scheme. Like, it can be, like, this. It doesn't have to just be, like, Christmas colors. It can be, like, much more subtle, and it works well. And then you're like, oh, it actually does work well. Because you're like, these Christmas colors don't look good together. What are you talking about? But then you go, okay, I see it now. I see it now. Still bad at colors? Dang. You can learn, you can learn. I believe in you. What kind of drawing or art stuff do you do? Because I find it's way easier to learn colors digitally than it is in real life. I actually learned how to do all my, like, real life paint color mixing by, like, memorizing what the, like, color select thing is. Because web design and development, so it's weird. I see. Okay. That is more difficult. But I believe in you. You can learn some sick color things. Okay, I'm skipping this song too. These ones with the, like, beep 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 are, like, intrusive. Mainly in connection with UI UX. Oops. That's really interesting. Do you design, like, web pages and stuff? I feel like that's way more difficult. The colors, like, really matter there about looking good. And stuff. Okay, maybe we can have pink. The light one? The dark one. Here? Yes? Maybe? That will look less watermelon-y, but still a bit of pink. Or we could have yellow here. Oh my god, that one actually scared me so bad. I, like, jumped. That's the first one that's really got me. I was not anticipating that one. Having a chill time. Barry B. Benson is out for my bones. Oh, get sipping. Let's sip. Thank you. Today we remain healthy and hydrated. Do we want the pink or do we want the yellow? This is the question. Didn't want to make you jump. That's alright, that's alright. That's what it's for. Also just for fun. Okay, I like the pink, I think. So let's put some of these colors in other places. Maybe, like, here. I think that will be cool. I did designing, front and back end, and UI UX while getting my degree, but I don't know what I want to do now. Same. I never know what I want to do. That does sound cool, though. I really liked, I did 1 year, not 1 year, oh my god, like, the very first level of computer science class you could do, and we had a, like, little web design unit, and I really enjoyed it. I think that if my schedule had allowed for things a little better, I probably would have kept up with it. I think it's super fun. I definitely liked that stuff, like web designing, way better than, like, the actual programming of games. My brain is nowhere big enough to code for games. Oh my god. It was just me struggling. You have to do math? What? We don't like math here. Are these colors too close together now? I think we need that light pink also. Maybe this can be pink. Maybe someone should have pink hair. Okay, I'm skipping this song too. We're really just on a skipping song time, I guess. It's not really the lo-fi vibe. Yeah, I did C# and was lost and then did JavaScript and breezed through it. Like, true. Some are just so much easier than others. God, whatever the heck. I think we did Python for our, like, things that we had to hand in. It was brutal. I was so bad at it. Gaming programming is too much. Yeah, we had like one task to make like copy a game or like remake a game. So I tried to make Pac-Man, and figuring out how to make the ghosts move and chase you killed me so much. It was so awful. Oh, it was like so brutal. Like major points to anyone who knows how to code games. That shit is so difficult. And my brain is far too small to comprehend it. Okay, got a good spread going on, but I think I want to have a couple warmer colors. So we might add some more, I don't know. We should look at the other colors that we're using. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I would love to learn coding again one day. I'm sad that I only got to take like one of the classes, because my schedule just could not allow for any more. But I enjoyed it. Should we have blue sock? I mostly just start putting colors down and then I change them later if they look bad. Yellow. I think that's pretty cool though. Let's go steel. More colors. Oh, he went all the way out. Whoops. I think I want this neon-y color in. I just do art, but I have to move blocks around a web page, basically. Way more my vibe than having to abstractly get ghosts to move. Oh, yes, I see. That's cool, though. That's super interesting. Yeah. Oh. Trying to get the ghost to move? Awful. I'm glad that I don't have to do it. But now this color's so bright compared to the other ones. So what the heck do we have going on here? Maybe I'll use this for the lighting then. I think that's a good idea because I don't think the color that I normally use for the lighting will show up as well. Okay, let's steal this green. I think this will probably here. I think that will look good. Might change this up. Might just be indecisive. You know how it be. It's alright though. Eventually you work around to colors that look good and then you go, oh, that looks good. You say, nice. Nice one, we got it. I think that's cool. It kind of looks a little bit like too roller skatery. I don't know, but that is kind of the vibe that we want. So we might just leave it. I guess we should do some of the other hair colors, or the colors are gonna start being weird without them. Okay. How do we get what color we want? We want this to be like, but I don't want it to blend in. Okay, this is gonna be like a lighter brown, I guess. Decided. Changed my original plan. Yeah, I think that's cool. Because that's different enough. That's different enough that it stands out. Oh my god, not me zooming out like I'm drawing an emote. What? I just got used to that. Wild. Okay, I think this is better. This is better. Yeah, pretty vibey. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Coffee with milk. I hope you're having a good day. Do you do any drawing? And how's your day going? If not, just here to vibe. That's definitely cool. What color should these flowers be? I guess this. We don't really have this pink other places. Oh, does that look bad? Maybe it should be yellow! Yeah. I love yellow. Yellow is such a good color. I just love warm colors. I'm very biased towards warm colors. Most of my drawings that I do that don't have like a predetermined, what is it called? Color palette are just entirely warm colors. I'm like, every cool color can perish. Okay, okay, looking cool. Should we have this be pink? Maybe. No, I don't like that. Maybe this color. Or I think this color should be these pants back here. Because then it will like tie it in a little bit better. Let's see. I'm the opposite. Cold colors are just dark. Oh, dang. That's interesting. I don't really know how to use cool colors very well. I just vibe with the warm colors. I do want to try to use them some more, though. Being able to use every color is good, especially if you want to have like a certain mood. My mood is just always like cozy. I'm like, this could use some orange. I mean, as you can tell from my little talking icon, I'd be like, warm colors. I think maybe this should not be all teeth. That might make more sense. Wait, let's add some, like, tongue color. What is tongue color? Let's just see how we feel. If it's like... This is not a great color for this, but let's just imagine. Is that cursed? Unsure. I like greens and blues too much. True, I do use green and blue, but I always use like really warm greens. Yo, I joined right at tongue color. Yeah. I always use greens that are like, here. I'm like, this is my green. I like never use these greens over in the cool section. I'm like, my green is orange, but it's like green. Those are my favorite. I also use the like warmer blues. I'm unstoppable. I'll use warm colors even in my cool colors. Okay, I think we do need to do this, but better. More like this. Yeah. Welcome in, Kelp. What's your favorite tongue color? Hey guys, let me know what your favorite tongue color is. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit that bell button. Use any cool color at all challenge. You will not make me. I will not be stopped. I like blue tongue from Freezy. Only cool colors when? Oh god. You know, I guess we could do that. That is like a challenge because I never use cool colors. I think that's good. I think that's good. I want to have this hair be dark. I like... Oh, Freezy. I feel like I don't like that. In fact, it makes me kind of uncomfortable when your tongue is like colored from something. You guys ever put like a bunch of Skittles in your mouth all at once, just like every color, and then you have to look at the aftermath of, of putting a bunch of Skittles of every color in your mouth and you go, ew. Oh. I forced myself to use orange for a poster design and I just used it as a gradient background. Oh, that's not really different enough in color. Let's make this a bit darker. That's cool. I use orange like all the time. We love orange here. We stan orange here in the DirtSoups channel. Are these even different enough to pick? Oh, it is. Be darker. Yeah. Yeah. What color should that shirt be? Maybe that one should be pink. This dark pink. No. Spare me. I think that would be good. I wish I had your color knowledge. Just get it. Just practice. You can do it. Cool colors, obviously. Colors are all about just putting them together and being like, that looks good. Oh wait, was it yellow? Oh, it is yellow. I'm just dumb. Okay, never mind. Blind. Sometimes drawing things with like multiple things going on gets real confusing for me. This is the other shirt that we needed to do. Maybe it should be this blue, because that's not really anywhere else. Color hack. Just make sure your colors are repeated. You want to have like the same colors around a couple times so it looks intentional. Then people will say, oh hey, you meant to do that. And I'll be like, yeah, I did. So I think we're gonna finish filling in these like flat colors. And then we'll be done for the stream today. What do you guys think? I think this shoe should be something. Maybe something else needs to be this blue. Maybe this. But I kind of want the blaster to be like blasty color. I've had that drilled into my head for web design. Yeah, that probably works too. You gotta repeat. I mean, that goes for everything. You repeat things and people are like, wow, you definitely meant to repeat this. Oh, let's use the yellow again. I don't know why I'm so pumped by the yellow. I really discovered that this yellow was like in the color scheme in like the last drawing I did, and I was like, yellow. The only issue with this is I think this is gonna be too... Oh no, it's good. My Wi-Fi is crapping out. RIP. I'm sorry. I hope your Wi-Fi gets better soon. My Wi-Fi was real sketchy before this, but it seems to have been pretty good for the stream, so that's good. Repetition of shapes, fonts, and colors, so a design looks consistent. Yeah. What color should these eyes be? Maybe like blue? Maybe like green? I feel like I always make green eyes, so maybe we'll do blue, but we might just change our mind and do green. Oh, those are kind of cool. Knife. Thank you. You're flexing the knife emote. That's pretty good, I think. Let's do this little scar a little bit darker color, except my brush is too big. I just realized I'm talking like really close into my mic, like way more than I usually do. I hope I haven't not just been super loud. Should we do like a blonde color? Blonde is also a confusing color to do. I don't really understand what it is. This is not blonde, but we're gonna do it. I feel like it will be cool. It's kind of like golden-y. But what is that? What does that even mean? Nothing, really. Okay. But I think it stands out nice. And that's the most important part. I think that's pretty cute. Okay. Shoe. What color should this shoe be? I think it should be blue. Okay, I think it should be this color. But the like sole part can be the darkest like blue thing we've got going on. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You like jazz?
Oh, you like jazz? I do. Do you guys like jazz? I think this is where we'll end for the day. We got the... Oh, hell yeah. We got the base color. Oh my gosh. That one's so scary. I didn't realize how much the, like, seeing it in the chat before affected me not being jump scared by the sounds. But wow, it really does. It's like so alarming. That's funny. Okay. Cool. So, I think that's it for today. I'm gonna go to the end screen. You guys want to raid? You guys want to raid? Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you had a good day. I appreciate you hanging out and chatting with me. We'll have Stardew Valley next Monday, and then maybe the Colonel Sanders dating sim. You know how it be. We're gonna raid DJ NPC today, because she's live. She's super cool. She's playing Minecraft right now. You guys gotta go say soup raid, from me. I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.